Hello and welcome back to another TCG live pack opening. Today we're cracking open 8 Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames packs. Starting us off, we have the Bisharp on the job site. Cleffa sitting in the blooming meadow with their flower that they have picked. Shuckle looking into the water from this very small cave side. Charcadet with a ring of fire whipping all around them. Probopass manipulating all the meta with their magnetic powers. Seismitoad happily sitting in the rain while they look at the flower. Patrol Cap Trainer. A very happy Togetic floating in front of the bushes for our first traverse. Second would be Stoutland walking through the beautiful blooming meadow as well. And for the rare we have the Entei right above the lava pools diving in for an attack. A very nice Oddish stumbling in the mountains. Cleffa sitting with her flower in the blooming meadow. The female Combee flying over the path. A very nice model Larvesta in the cave. Blossom watching all the leaves blow on the breeze. Poltergeist extending themselves out as far as they can from their teapot. Darmanitan leaping from the cliff, fire punch ready to go. The happy Darumaka walking through the open field for our first traverse, I believe. Second would be the Baltoy above the house with their wind chicken, or weather vane I should say, that's just a Rowlet. And our rare of the pack is a very nice Pawmot, of course, they are sending out zaps with their hands. I've never seen a line more ready to zap than this one. The pair of Tadpole floating through the forest at dawn. Togedemaru happily jumping up and down on the beach. Foongus in the middle of the city, right in front of the Sunflora statue. Or maybe that's just an actual Sunflora sleeping in a pot, I'm not sure. Herdeer running up the forest hillside. Masquerain flying right above all the very tall grass. There's a good possibility this is like Route 119, whatever is in between Fortree City and Lily Cove, the big rainy area. Electros riding on top of the water, ready to block the incoming attack. The happy Togetic floating above the blooming bushes. Bouffalant in the mountains as lightning strikes the tree behind them for our first traverse, I believe. Oh, good lord, hello. A gorgeous Charizard EX. He is a Dark Terra, and I just love, how to put it? I guess it's all the reflecting bits that you would see if this was like an actual stellar, like an in-game stellar. The way they have translated in the card is wonderful. There's so much detail going on, I don't even want to imagine how long it frickin' took them to do all this. Wonderful IR, which makes it especially hard. Wait. That's not even just a normal IR. God dang it, that's even above an IR. Frick. That's rough stuff for last pack, best pack, but a gorgeous, gorgeous card for sure. We have the Thundurus high above the mountains, launching lightning strikes down into them for the rare of the pack. Heatmor in the mountains with quite a bit of fire swirling all around them. I'll be honest, Heatmor looks a lot cooler in cards than he does in game. I wish you were cooler in game, my guy, because if I could see you do some stuff like this in the game, I'd probably have picked you up a long time ago. The unhappy Snubbull sitting on the uncomfortable couch. The Wiglet at the sea bottom, tilting their head while they investigate the coral. Lechonk happy to have found themselves a mud puddle to roll around in. Ooh, a wonderfully done Solrock floating above the dead trees, I would assume? I'm not quite sure. This card is stylized, is the best way to put it, so it's a bit hard to tell what those are. Granbull happily posing on the path surrounded by palm trees. The Amoonguss hopping their way through the forest at sunset. Stoutland running through the blooming meadow for our first traverse, I believe. Second would be a Town Store Trainer, followed by the Scizor easily smashing their way through a rock or slicing through it. One for our holo rare of the pack. Alrighty, I say we're about halfway there. Houndour wandering through the back alley at night. The sleeping tadpole floating above the pond in the forest. The wonderfully done time pull riding the rushing waves. I love how you can see through some of the waves and all the lines on them as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Zigzagoon digging into the dirt underneath the bush. Pupitar right near the bridge and the rushing waterfall. Digger's Bee just obliterating some rocks with some punches. Kangaskhan traversing the mountains and showing their baby the beauty of the lands. Ah, the wonderfully done Claydol, destroying some rocks with their beams for our first reverse. Second would be the Charcadet with the fire circling them, and our rare of the pack. And a very nice Miraidon EX charging up their cannon for our rare of the pack. We have the wonderfully done Figure Clefairy sitting in the mossy forest. Pawniard running through the grasslands, slicing up the grass as he does so. Crab Brawler blocking both a water and a fire attack from both sides. Seismitoad happily sitting in the rain with the blooming flower. Probopass manipulating all the metal with their magnetic powers. A Team Star Grunt trainer standing right outside of their base. Bellossom happily watching the leaves blow on the wind for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be the Chandelure silhouetted by the beautiful sky as they puff out some flames. And our rare of the pack is a wonderful Pidgeot EX. Couple of packs to go. Bonzi walking through the bamboo forest just in front of the Pokemon Center. My boy Toadschool running through the forest. A very nice Toxel being pushed back in battle against Rhyme, I believe. It seems pretty snowy there. A wonderfully done Barboach launching off a Mud Slap. Granbull happily posing on the path with the palm trees. Second, possibly, is a Charmeleon standing in front of the bench in the snow-covered city. Okay, that was our first. Second is a Brassius trainer. Okay, maybe, I'm just freaking wrong. I'm freaking wrong about it. I don't know which one's the first reverse anymore. Alright, we have Seismitoad sitting in the rain with the blooming flower for one of the reverses. That was the first. Okay, I don't know what the hell I was seeing earlier. Anyways, a Vengeful Punch trainer for the second. And our rare of the pack is the Thunderous in the mountains, sending lightning down below. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details, there's a video link down below. As I already said earlier, it's going to be rough because of the Charizard. It's just going to be rough because of that. The Pidgeot doesn't really help, but still. Houndour walking through the alley at night. Houndour standing on the rock in the mountains at sunset. Swablu taking flight from the Pokemon League, and I can't remember what the region is, Gen 9 Pokemon League. Surskit making their way through the grass right near the Team Star base. Crabominal raising their hands and roaring to keep people off their snowy mountain. Tessarina leaping from the tree to the forest floor below. The Amoonguss hopping their way through the forest. A wonderfully done Wishcash in the lily pad covered pond for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be the Stoutland making their way through the blooming meadow. And for the rare of the pack, we have that Palafin hero boy jet punching right up to the camera. Which is obviously and expectedly going to be another no for last pack best pack, everybody. Well, that's going to be about it on me, though if you want to hear me yap about some more cards, there are daily uploads around here, some days more, so there's plenty of other openings already on the channel. Alrighty, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.